I'm going to talk about the Mandela Effect. Objects in mirror may be closer than they appear. This is my number one Mandela Effect. It's my number one Mandela Effect. Why you say that? Well, simple. Everybody knows, well, everyone as a kid, I'd say over 40. I'd say over 40, maybe over 45. They have a vivid memory of sitting by the passenger seat, looking at that rear view mirror, and seeing objects in mirror may be closer than they appear, and not understanding what the hell maybe means. It's implanted in my brain, okay? It was objects in mirror may be closer than they appear. 1,000,000 fucking %. And no one on earth will ever change my mind. Number one. Number two, if you put a loaded weapon in my head and said, "Are you sure it was objects in mirror may be closer than they appear?" I would say yes. Pull the damn trigger. That's what it was. End of story. Number three, it all now says objects in mirror are closer than they appear. I have checked every car that I walk by. I have asked everybody that I know in this country and internationally, and they all say objects in mirror are closer than they appear. I have interviewed people that worked on Pontiac cars in Pontiac, Michigan, and they have told me they were in charge of stamping. They were in charge of doing that. They were in charge of putting those things there together, and they remember objects in mirror may be closer than they appear. Now, when I ask anybody to find the damn thing, they can't find it. I have went to a junkyard in town. I have looked through that junkyard on the ruse of getting a part or two for a car, but really I was there looking for that. And I cannot find it. On the oldest car that I found there, could not find it. Now, who are the deceivers on this earth that lie to you, that steal from you, that cheat you? The government. What kind of technology does the military industrial complex with all their underground bases have? They've got to be 1,000 years ahead of what they're telling us. Because remember, they don't tell us shit to begin with. We're all slaves to begin with. They have some kind of technology. This is a Mandela Effect. I don't know if it's through CERN. I don't know what black budget project. But they have found a way to tap into this reality. They would have found a way to... They would have to have found a way to know what this reality is. So if you know what the reality is, you know how to tap into it. If you know how to tap into it, then you know how to change things. If you know how to change things, well then, you know how to time travel. Because you know what time is. We really don't even know what the hell time is. So you can go back in time. You can go forward in time. You can go 2 seconds here, 3 seconds there. You go back to the original production date of the factory of objects in mirror may be closer than they appear, and you change it. That's why every car thereafter has R. Now, there is residue here and there. They can't change the residue. I don't know why. So the system, you see, is not 100%. It's like 75%. Or else the residual evidence would not be there, but it's there. So you see, they're not 100%. So they're not tapped into it 100%. 75%. This is the only way they could do it. This is the only way the Mandela Effect works, is through time travel. That's it. Not no Brian Staveley nonsense garbage, a creator sitting in the clouds playing with his balls and changing this or changing that. Hell, if you had time for doing that, you'd go stop the genocide in Palestine. You'd go stop animals starving to death. You'd go stop these criminal politicians from being able to rule over you. But he's not doing any of that. He's doing the Mandela Effect according to Brian Staveley. You're a clown, Brian Staveley. And we're not going to let you hijack the Mandela Effect. Now, enough of that clown. So time travel is the only way possible that this can work. Now, the nuances of time travel, I don't know. I don't have to know. They know. That's the thing. They know. If they're 100 years of technology or ahead of what they're telling us, then they know. I don't, and you don't. I just know the effect, not the cause. So, objects emerge maybe closer than they appear. I've seen it with my eyes. I know it was there, and now it's not there. We have a huge problem here, folks. Did we shift to another reality after 2000? The Y2K scare? Did we maybe die? Shift? 2016? Did we shift? There's so many questions. There's no answers in this life. Nothing but questions. This is the Phantom. Out.